let's say somebody's watching right now. They're not religious. Maybe they're agnostic or maybe even atheist, and but what you're saying is resonating. They're noticing that they feel they just don't feel whole, or like the way I felt, like I was always needing something. Something was always missing. What's the first step? They're not ready to worship God. They're not ready to take that step. What would be the first step for them to take to see if this actually improves their quality of life or brings them any value?
Perform the simplest act of love. Love means willing the good of the other, right? So it doesn't mean a feeling. You can't just generate feelings about things. But you can do an act of the will. I will the good of another. I do something on behalf of somebody else. It could be helping a kid with their homework. It could be making cookies for someone. It could be a friendly smile, right, to someone who looks lonely. Perform the simplest act of love. And you actually have opened a very important door thereby, because at the heart of Christian faith is the claim that God is love, right? He doesn't just have love, he is love. That's what God's nature is. So when we love authentically, even in the simplest way, you are in fact in the presence of God. You are in fact filled up with the Holy Spirit, at least to a degree, right? So this was a famous thing in the 19th century. Jared Manley Hopkins, the great Catholic poet, right, was asked by an agnostic friend, I mean, what should I do? I want to believe in God, but I just can't muster it, you know? And Hopkins said to him, give alms. And that's what I'm saying. In other words, perform a simple act of love. Give some of what you have to the poor. Find a homeless person and just go up to that person and give them something, or smile, greet them, say something warm and friendly to them. That's a first step, but a very important step, because Mother Teresa of Calcutta or the Little Flower, the highest saints will say, the culmination of the spiritual life is is to perform the simplest act of love. If I go to Mass every day and I read spiritual books and I'm studying Thomas Aquinas, but I have not love, as St. Paul said, I'm nothing, right? I'm nothing. So do that. Right now, today, perform an act of love, and you've opened the most important door into the spiritual life.